This is a DIY piano that I made out of popsicle sticks. I also made a flute out of a carrot and a real electric guitar out of household items. But first, let's start with level 1. This is a hand flute. You don't need any materials for this instrument. All you have to do is find the middle lines of your left hand and place your right hand on them. Then close both of your hands together, making sure there are no holes except for your thumbs. Now put your lips on the top of your thumb hole, and then once you blow downwards, it should sound like this. Once you make a sound, then you can actually squeeze your hands or open the bottom and it'll change the pitch. This is how low I can play. This is how high I can play. It's crazy. And with a little bit of practice, you can play a song. Let's move up a level. This is a paper whistle. Literally just got it easily around. Cut out a piece of paper and then hold it with both your left and your right hand. Leave a 1.5 inch gap and pull it tight with your finger. Then very lightly touch both of your lips to the paper. Now blow hard into the paper and you should hear a note. Once you can play a note, you can try loosening and tightening the paper to change the pitch. And these are just the simplest instruments. There are way cooler ones coming up later. This is a survival whistle. Get a soda can and carefully cut out a piece of the can like this. Then cut out a smaller piece. Fold the bigger piece to form the mouthpiece. Then start to curve the rest of the bigger piece to form a C shape. Fold that smaller strip over the mouthpiece. Stick something small in the gap between the small and larger pieces of the soda can and make a small gap. Once you finish making your whistle, use your fingers to cover the sides of the whistle while leaving a small gap like this. Once your fingers are in the right spot, just blow hard into the mouthpiece. The reason this is called a survival whistle is because if you only have a soda can, you can make this super loud whistle that's loud enough to get other people's attention. Time to level up. This is the straw recorder. Get a plastic straw of any size and bite the end of it to make it almost completely flat. Then with scissors, cut a V shape on the part you just flattened so it looks like a triangle. Now for the last step, we're going to very slightly flatten the middle section of the straw, then cut little V-shaped holes in the top so you can play the notes. Once you've done that, you're ready to play. All you have to do is put your lips right here and bite down a little bit, and then you cover the holes with your fingers to make different notes. Let's move on to a higher level. Vape? No, highlighter kazoo. Remove the back end of your highlighter with pliers. Then remove the ink capsule. Be careful not to spill any ink. Then remove the tip of the highlighter. Cool, no mess. Now just drill a 1/2 inch hole on the top of the kazoo. Be careful not to drill through on the other side. Now cut out a square piece of paper. I use cigarette paper, but you can also try different thin papers. Now tape the top and bottom ends of the paper on the kazoo hole. Okay, now that we have our kazoo put together, all you have to do to use a kazoo is hum. Well, that was my first time making a kazoo. Let's move on to the next level. These are the poor man's drums. To make these drums, you'll need some food cans, balloons, tape, and a couple of pencils. All you have to do is cut off the skinny part of the balloon with scissors, then carefully stretch the balloon over your can. For the kick drum, use some tape to cover the hole on your other food can. Make sure to use like 2 or 3 layers of tape so it's sturdy. Okay, so we have a kick drum, we have some toms, and then we have like a cowbell. Okay, I think it's time to play some drums. Okay, we made some drums. Let's get on to the next level. This is the carrot flute. First, take your large carrot and carefully chop off the ends so they're flat. Then get your drill and a drill bit that's about half the width of your carrot. Then drill a hole as far as you can without drilling all the way through the carrot. Then, with a blade, make a single cut down until you see just the edge of your blade showing inside the carrot. After that, start a couple inches down from the line that you made and cut at an angle until you reach the original incision. Now take your baby carrot and cut it flat on one end, then insert the flat end into your large carrot. Push the baby carrot in until the flat end is flush with this part of the mouthpiece. Now slightly mark your baby carrot right here, then pull your baby carrot back out. Find that mark that you just made on the baby carrot and cut the baby carrot right there. Then very carefully cut that piece in half diagonally like this. I would definitely use gloves for this part. Once you finish, you can insert the flat end of your small piece back into the mouthpiece of the carrot. We can now drill 1/8 inch holes on the top of the carrot to make our finger holes. Once you've drilled the holes, you're ready to play. Just blow into the mouthpiece and play the different holes. And man, planning out these instruments on my iPad has been so much better thanks to the Paperlike screen protector. It makes drawing on your iPad feel like real paper. Paperlike uses a microbead technology called nanodots to give you the stroke resistance of real paper without sacrificing screen clarity. I personally love how it hides fingerprints and really reduces the glare coming from the lights in my studio. And wow, just listen to this. If you're an artist, student, or you just want to upgrade the feel of your iPad, check out the Paperlike screen protector with the link in my description. And thank you so much to Paperlike for sponsoring this part of the video. This is the pipeophone. To make the clarinet, you'll need a PVC pipe, a T-connector one size up from the PVC pipe, duct tape, a plastic bag, and a drill. First, make sure your PVC pipes fit around each other so you can smoothly slide them into each other. Now wrap some duct tape around the PVC pipe so that the T-connector fits snug around it. Next, take your plastic grocery bag and cut out a square that will cover the top of your clarinet. Then tape down the piece of plastic bag to the hole in the clarinet.
Dude, come on.
Make sure the plastic bag is tight so there are no wrinkles on top. Once your plastic bag is taped down, wrap one more piece of tape around the outside so that no air can escape. Now, blow into the hole on the T connector and listen to the sound it makes. After your clarinet makes sound, you can drill 1/8 inch holes down the top of the clarinet so you can play different notes. After you've drilled your holes, you're ready to play.
He definitely doesn't press mouth around the...
Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, it's probably a lot better.
This looks like I'm playing a flute, but sounds nothing like a flute. This is my favorite one so far. Let's go to the next level. This is the popsicle stick piano. To make a popsicle stick piano, you need a drill, 2 wooden planks, 50 popsicle sticks or tongue depressors, and around 150 small wood screws. First, measure the width of your popsicle sticks and drill 4 small holes spaced out where your popsicle sticks will be. Then go ahead and set up your screws in the holes. Now insert your popsicle sticks in between each of your screws and tighten your screws down, but not too tight. Make sure you can still move the popsicle sticks back and forth. Now we need to tune the piano. I used the tuning app to make sure my notes were correct. There's a ton of apps on the App Store for free. Once you finish, you can repeat all these steps on a separate wooden plank, but make the spacing for the black keys instead. Once you're done tuning the piano, it's ready to play. All you have to do is flick the popsicle sticks. This thing is so fun, but there's still higher levels. These are the bottle marimbas. First, First, use scissors or a drill to cut holes in the top of your bottle caps. The hole should be small enough so that the bike valves can fit really tight into the hole so that no air leaks out. I used a 5/16 drill bit to make my holes. After inserting all the bike valves, screw on your bottle caps to all your soda bottles. Now you can use a bike pump to pressurize your bottles. The more air you add, the higher the note your bottles will make. I tuned all the bottles using my tuner app so that they played an E major scale. It's time to make the stand that holds the bottles. Drill holes slightly larger than the bottle caps into a wooden plank. Then use something like duct tape to make sure the bottles fit snug into the holes. I went ahead and attached a small piece of 2x4 to the wooden plank, then drilled a hole that let me slide it into a music stand. For the mallets, I just tied some rubber bands around the chopsticks. So once your bottle marimbas are fully tuned and everything is assembled, you got your chopsticks, you're ready to play. Now you just bang on them in the middle of the bottle, I would say, just like this. Then you can play 2 at a time. Those were the bottle marimbas, but we still have one more level to go. This is the electric hobo guitar. To make this electric guitar, you'll need a wooden plank, 2 glass bottles, a guitar string, some screws, a hook, and a cheap guitar pickup. First, place your glass bottle at the end of your wooden plank and attach 2 screws to hold the bottle in place. Repeat this for your other bottle on the opposite side. Screw your hook into the back edge of your plank. Then place another screw with a washer or some kind of flat top to the opposite side of the hook. Now you can loop the guitar string around the screw. Place both glass bottles on the outside of the screws and then rest your guitar string across the 2 glass bottles. Now wrap the guitar string around the hook and twist the hook to tighten the guitar string. Now you have an acoustic version of our guitar, which you can already play. But we need to make this guitar electric. Take your guitar pickup and screw it down under the guitar string. We used a little box to hide the wires and volume knobs, but you can use anything you have lying around. Now you can actually plug a guitar cable from your guitar into an amp. Once you've followed all of these steps, you are now ready to play the hobo guitar. Right now it's just acoustic, so you can actually play the string. Sounds great already. So the best way to play this guitar is to use either a guitar pick or a cord or something you have lying around where you can flick the string. Then you can use something like another glass bottle or an actual guitar slide to make this a really cool sound. But I said this guitar is electric, and it is. This is the fun part. Okay, this is the first time playing the electric hobo guitar. Let's try it out. This is so sick. You can literally use this. It's so funny. It is insane that I can actually play real guitar riffs on this thing. I'm so impressed. This thing is insane. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if YouTube's algorithm actually works, you're gonna like this video next.